Hey everyone, George Roush for AMC. I'm here at downtown Disney for a special Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides trailer event where fans have won tickets to go and check out an exclusive look at the trailer and also ride the ride in the park before the park opens. Got my Disney hat, got my Disney hoodie on, got about 16 cups of coffee, so I'm ready to go. Let's check it out. Melissa and George with AMC.
Oh, hi. Oh, I love AMC. Hi, nice to meet you guys. Very nice to meet you.
So this was all your idea, right?
This is all my idea.
All your idea.
Started it, all with me, yep. You know, can I tell you something? It's so cool because when I was 15, it was a classic 1976 bicentennial year, and we did a cross-country tour from I live in Pittsburgh, and we came to Disneyland and did all the things, you know, like the Old Faithful and the whole thing. And I remember coming here as a kid, and that's when we were talking about this before, Ryan and I were talking about this, there were tickets, like e-tickets, you know, the e-ticket rides were like the big rides. Well, one of the e-ticket rides was Pirates, and I remember going on it, and I loved it so much, because it felt like you were in a film. You know, like, you know when you go into that one moment where it opens up, you know, and you have the big ship, and you feel like, wow, I'm in the movie. And, you know, so it's surreal for me to think, you know, now I'm
Did you have those feelings where those memories came back when you were shooting a film?
You do. I mean, what's funny about making a Pirates film, or any kind of action-adventure, I guess, is that it's an adventure as well, making it. Because you're going to all these locations. For us, because there was 3D involved, we were bringing in these huge 3D rigs, which is actually sort of pioneers in that way. Because not many movies have actually taken 3D equipment into real locations, you know, stages and green screen and that kind of thing. But we were taking them into caves and into waterfalls and jungles and swamps, and you know, it was pretty amazing. So we were experiencing an adventure while we were also making an adventure. It was great.
What made you want to do this film in 3D?
Well, the reason for 3D was, for me, you know, it has to be something that a world that you need to enter. Otherwise, you know, if you're doing like an emotional drama, there's no point, really, in a way. Because if you're creating a world, there's nothing like immersing yourself in that. Thank you, Mark Twain. Mr. Mark Twain. But there's this, you know, you can be inside the world of the pirates, and there's nothing like that. You know, you can actually be experiencing the journey of the adventure with Jack Sparrow, with him. And so it's really cool for this movie specifically to be in 3D.
Did you put any nods from the ride into your film?
We did. There's 2. I'll tell you. But it was fun, you know, right before, when I started this at the beginning of the year, we came here, just like we did this morning, before anybody arrived, and we went on the ride, and we were the only ones in there, and they stopped the ride for us. And I got out and walked around, specifically in the area that we're recreating, so we could get a look real up close with my production designer, John Meyer, and my creative partner, John DeLuca. We were in there sort of looking around and sort of, it was really cool. It was really cool. So anyway, there's two pieces where there's not many left. It's like, what are we going to do? But we found a couple of cool things.
Is this going to have a different look than the previous Pirates films, like a look and tone?
Well, you know what I mean. Listen, Jack Sparrow's in the film, so obviously, you know, there he is, and you know, his hair's a little blonder. But no, you know what? The story takes us to different places, which actually makes it nice, because it's not just sort of the same old thing. The whole opening, the first third of the film is in London, and so we start on dry land, and it's, you know, and there's an imposter, and Jack's looking for this imposter, and he gets, you know, he escapes from the palace, he gets captured by King George, and there's a huge carriage chase, and there's all kinds of fun stuff in London. Then we set sail. That's sort of the second act. It's a new ship. It's Blackbeard's ship, Queen Anne's Revenge. And then Barbossa has a new ship called the Providence. And then the third act is this incredible jungle adventure. adventure because it's like through caves and they're looking for the Fountain of Youth, and so that's a whole different. So it's nice is there's some variety to sort of the story that which is great. It was fun because in addition to Jeffrey Rush, who's back as Barbossa, although his character's different in this film because he's joined a different side, he's the king, which is really shady. But then, really shady. But then, with Penelope Cruz as the first female pirate, you have a whole other side of Jack. I mean, there's a real competitor there. There's a love-hate thing. They try and kill each other the entire film. And then Blackbeard is probably the most evil character, most evil villain there's been in this series. I mean, he's unbelievable. Ian McShane plays him. He's extraordinary. And then you have these two young actors that are fantastic. One is Sam Claflin, who plays a missionary, and he's on the ship with Blackbeard. And then there's a mermaid.
How difficult was it to make the transition for Jeffrey Rush's character from one side of the law to the other?
He loved it. He's an actor's actor. Loves it, loves it, loves it. He was so excited to do something different and unique. He loved it. And I mean, Barbossa's under there, believe me, but he loved playing a whole other color. It was great for him.
I imagine all the women in Hollywood were dying to play the first female pirate. So was Penelope Cruz always the one for you?
Well, I was doing a movie called Nine in London, and when I asked her to do it, we went to dinner. I wasn't sure, because I thought, well, it has to be someone who can really go toe-to-toe with Johnny. So they have to be funny, and they have to be sexy, and they have to be strong, and they have to, and you start thinking about who is that? They're not many. They're not many, and I thought, it would be so perfect. And I had asked Johnny, before I asked Penelope, they had done a movie called Blow together, and I, loved her. And Jerry Bruckheimer loved the idea of Penelope, so I asked her, and we were at dinner, she jumped out of her. I was like, no, we were in a restaurant. But I mean, jumped out of her, she was so excited. She's like, I've always wanted to do that, I've always wanted to play an action. So, and that, there she was, fencing and fighting and amazing, and pregnant.